Hey everyone, it's Major Reaction coming at you with my second review for the Spider-Man Amazing Spider-Man 2 Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure Wave. Today we'll be taking a look at Anti-Venom. This is Eddie Brock after he had cancer. The symbiote cells fused with his white blood cells and created Anti-Venom. He's basically, his blood's able to cure pretty much any disease or infection, and his main goal is to try to purify the symbiotes out of the bodies of the people who are infected with it. So this leads him to come into battle with Carnage and Spider-Man and a ton of other characters. So really cool figure right here. When I first saw the pictures of him, the preview pictures before they actually released the figures, I saw the pictures and I just thought it looked horrible just because the way the face didn't look like it had any kind of dimension to it. It looked like it was a flat face and all the detail was painted on. But when we actually got a hold of the figure, we see this is all sculpting and stuff. So that actually made a giant difference. When I saw him in person at the comic shop, I saw the difference in the sculpt and the way he looked, and I thought he looked like straight badass. So I definitely hurried up and swooped him up. I know I wanted to build the Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure, but there were some of the figures in this wave that at first glance I didn't really think I needed or wanted to get. But so glad I got this guy, and I'm really glad I didn't pass up on him. Let's go ahead and look at the detail on him. So on the eyes, you got a yellow for the eyes and a yellow inside of the mouth, and there's sculpting on the tongue and the teeth, and there's sculpting on the face. Let's see if you can get a good view of that. So there's a bunch of lot of sculpting detail and stuff inside on the character. Paint is all really well applied. I don't really see any problems with it. On the back there's a little bit of smudging and stuff, but you can't really tell on photo. So really like how they made the figure, like the way they painted it. It's kind of there's two different whites to it, like the base part of the body, up here is kind of more of a shiny white, and then when you go down here to the legs, it kind of loses some of that shininess and becomes more of a matte color almost. Not that bad, but I think it's the black that really contrasts the difference. So that's when you start to see the difference down here as it crosses right around here. So, but anyways, really like the figure. We're gonna go ahead and go over all the articulation for him. I really like the body mold they use. It's a nice big muscular sized body, and looks really menacing. So they did a good job with that. Here's a look at the box, the packaging for Anti-Venom. So that's the packaging. He comes with the right leg of the Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. Let's start with the head. Pretty much rotate his head full 360. I mean, it might come off, it's on a ball joint with a hinge, so it allows for pretty much the same articulation as the Daredevil. You can look all the way down, you can look pretty far up, side to side, and his actually does seem to have kind of the way the pivot, you can kind of pivot the head on it. I think you can probably do that with the Daredevil too, like I said, but I haven't had enough playtime with him to get the joint loose enough to, the head loose enough to do it and look good. Okay, so that's for the head articulation. The arms, all the way down the side, all the way around, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel and hinge. Ab crunch works really well. Mine was a little stiff at first. Had to kind of break, as you say it, break the plastic in. So he actually has a little further range of motion than a Daredevil with his ab crunch, I'd say. So all the way in, all the way down like that. Swivel at the waist. Same type of leg deals going on as Daredevil. See, it's on that joint, on that ball joint. And they can rotate out, they can go back. And you can always put them out to the side. That's the cool thing about these ones. You can kind of put them out to the side to make it go out further and make it flex further, like in the splitting position. So, good extension forward. Good extension back. Oh! And then double jointed knees. Upper thigh cut. Show it this way. Upper thigh cut right there. Double jointed knees. Upper boot cut. Ankle hinge. And beautiful ankle pivot. So that's the articulation for him. And by the way, Anti-Venom comes with this little back piece. You plug it right into the hole on his back. And it looks like that. Nothing special. I really don't like these effects that they've been given the symbiotes. I kind of wish they'd rather give us some alternate interchangeable hands, like some kind of tendril hands or something cool that would look really good in pictures and that would like fit the symbiotes description and abilities. That would be really cool to see. So Hasbro hook it up with some symbiote arms and some symbiote tentacles. That'd be cool. Better than these little weird back accessories that you keep giving us. Another awesome big figure with great articulation. The biceps and arms are a great size and they actually don't interfere with the articulation. So a really well done figure, and I'm really glad I picked him up. He looks great on camera and he looks even better in person. So awesome figure. I highly suggest getting him if you're a fan of Eddie Brock and this Anti-Venom character, or if you just want more foes or allies for your Spider-Man, because he's a little bit of both. So he can go either way. So he's a fun, versatile character. So yep, that's my review of the Amazing Spider-Man Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure Wave Anti-Venom. Thanks for watching. Please rate, subscribe, and comment, and be on the lookout for the next couple reviews. I'll review the whole wave.